I'm not sure if you heard, but Carter 6 is on the way.
I cannot believe that video of Wayne is about 3 years old now, and that's just how long we've been waiting for his album, The Carter 6. This is everything that you need to know about Lil Wayne's upcoming album this Friday in a couple of days. But before we jump into that, like, comment, and subscribe to both of my channels. Join the Frosty Flock Discord, as well as join my Twitch. I'm going to be going live on Thursday for this album's release. I'm going to be reacting to it pretty much right away when it comes out. But over the last couple of years, Wayne has only mentioned The Carter 6, I guess, a couple of times on TV, or I think at least once at his show. He announced it a couple years ago, but it wasn't until like 3 months ago at least we got a Cetaphil ad that Wayne starred in and was like the main character of. I think it was for the Super Bowl as well, where we got the announcement to when this album was gonna be dropping. As at the end of the ad, basically the door shuts to the studio. It says do not disturb 6/6/25, obviously June 6th, this Friday it will be dropping. Said Carter 6 at the bottom. We see a lot of rappers, you know, move their release dates or lie about when things are gonna release, you know, get false hopes up a lot, but not Wayne. He's sticking to his date, and basically ever since he announced the date to the album and hip-hop fans knew that the Carter 6 was gonna be dropping this year, it's been something that I've been very excited for kind of secretly this whole time. And at least for hip-hop, I'm hoping it is one of the top hip-hop albums this year, and I just hope it is a great album from Wayne, because it's seriously been a long time since we've gotten a solo album. I mean, the Carter 5 was the last of this series, which I think is one of the best series of all time, probably the best series of all time, and that was in 2018, the Carter 5, when that came out. I was a big fan of Funeral as well, that had the deluxe in 2020. I thought that was kind of an underrated album, but since then we've just gotten features and remixes and just some stuff here and there from Wayne, I guess, that he's given us, because in late 2023 we had The Fix Before the 6, I think that mixtape was called. It had a lot of random sounds and just not the most serious Wayne music, honestly, on there. But going into the Carter 6, all Wayne kind of had to do for the promotion of this album was let everybody know that he's dropping the album, and also drop the album cover, which I really appreciated, it being a baby face, you know, picture of him. Just like all the other covers, it matches, you know, perfectly within the Carter series, and it's not like the best cover within the series, but it still is pretty good and you know, perfectly fine. And Wayne on his website right now has multiple variants of vinyls. There's merch and there's bundles and there's everything, physical copies and everything that he's selling for this album as well, that I know does get shipped this week. But when you are a legend, you don't really have to do anything else to promote your album, because Wayne's never been the guy who's on the internet. You know, I see him on TV every once in a while, you know, when he's with Travis Hunter to get his Heisman ceremony, you know, trophy that night, or, you know, he did the Saturday Night Live 50th anniversary show, but he still does, you know, Rolling Stone, you know, he's the cover of that magazine in May. They interviewed him, but basically on that Rolling Stone interview that he did a couple months ago, they hinted at a feature list, which I don't know if this is true or not. Again, Wayne could have made some changes over time as well, but they were saying potentially Miley Cyrus and Billie Eilish, Wyclef Jean, Andrea Bocelli, Kanye and Weezy on production, MGK, Elephant Man, Cameron Carter, his son, and Bono from U2 all could be featured on this album, which I thought maybe Trippie Redd was going to be added onto the project. I sure hope so. But I thought Ticketmaster yesterday even spoiled the fact that he has a new, you know, hit collaboration or something like that with Nicki Minaj, and maybe even another one with Lil Baby could be potential features. Unless Ticketmaster is wrong, unless Rolling Stone is wrong, I mean, who knows who's going to be on this album. I feel like there's no way all of those artists are going to end up on this project, but there's not really too much of a track list unless Wayne posts it himself to really dive into one by one. I know that's kind of something I would be breaking down right now on this series of video I do on this channel, but for Wayne, we're just going to have to see what he drops, and we'll have to see what our reaction is when the album does come out, because we're not really sure what the track list is going to be looking like. I guess I would just expect it to be like 20 tracks or something like that. But since Wayne is dropping this album, you know he's going to have to do a whole Carter tour once again here in 2025. It's the North America tour. He's bringing along Tyga, as well as like No Cap, and who is Belly Gang Cushington? That might be the funniest name I've ever heard, but those are some of your openers on tour. It's from July 30th to October 2nd. But let me know if you guys are going on tour, or if you guys are excited for the Carter 6. Again, I will be reacting to it on Twitch. I got a whole second channel where I post all my reactions as well, if you guys didn't know. Thank you for sticking with me to the end of the video. This is everything you kind of need to know about Lil Wayne's Carter 6 album. Twitter, Instagram, more conversations going on over there. Tapping with the Discord. I love you guys. We're on the grind this summer. Peace.